Hello friends! In this video you'll see how the actors of the TV series Mind Your Language 1977-1986 have changed. You'll know their real names and age. I will show you how they look then and what's with them now. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go! Anna Schmidt, Jackie Harding, along with Huan, is trained by Jeremy. She has a strict nature, is not inclined to show humor, and can fight back with a man if necessary. Anna knows how to work hard, both in her work and in her studies. Miss Courtney runs a London school and Jeremy Brown is one of her staff. She has a strong-willed character, openly demonstrates feminist views and loves when people try to please her. Played by Zara Nutley, who passed away in 2016 after a long illness. Maximilian Carpentrius is the brother of Maria, with whom he also studied with Jeremy Brown. He has a hot temperament and is ready to compete for the attention of the girl he likes, loves to gamble and is good with animals. He was played by Hirak Malikan. Ranjit Singh, Albert Moses, is in the service of the London Underground and is listed as an apprentice with Jeremy to improve his English. He stays faithful to his religion, which often causes disagreements with some of students. He's a fan of comic books. Taro Nagazumi holds a senior position at Bushido Electronics and also improves his English with Jeremy. He loves to philosophize, is good at kung fu and takes photography seriously. Played by Robert Lee, who died of a non-communicable disease in 1986. Chung Tzu Lee, Peek San Lim, is one of Brown's students who works at the Chinese embassy. She admires Mao Zedong and is a zealous follower of communism and averse to the ways of the West. Tzu Lee is not afraid to speak her mind on various issues, including religion. Jeremy Brown is a Courtney employee who taught in Singh's class. He differs observantly, tries to avoid conflicts and find an approach to each student. Able to help, played by Barry Evans, who died in '97 from an alcohol overdose and a blow to the head. Ali Nadim is in the same class as Singh. He was not used to lying, because of which he could create problems not only for himself but also for those around him. Ali is respectful of his religion, played by Dina Shafiq, who died in 1984 of a heart attack. Ingrid Swanson studies English with Jeremy Brown, for whom she also has romantic attraction. She is generally quite a good-natured girl who can be helpful and is not used to hiding her interest in men. She is fond of dancing. The role is played by Anna Bergman. Mr. Schott formerly ran a college in London and was Miss Courtney's predecessor. He is not of a benevolent nature and can often behave in a dismissive manner. Schott is a demanding man who can be vindictive if he is offended. The role is played by George A. Cooper. Jamila Ranjan is studying English with Farv. She is friendly and communicates equally well with all her classmates. Jamila finds the language quite difficult, which often makes her frustrated, but she has the willpower to keep going. Played by Jamila Massey. Juan Cervantes was one of Brown's first students. He is self-confident, doesn't get upset if something doesn't work out for him, and often likes to make jokes about it. Has no confidence in doctors. Played by Ricardo Montes, who died of cancer in 2010. Sid is one of Miss Courtney's full-time employees and serves as a security guard. He has a somewhat rude nature, may dislike people, and often gets what he wants by deception. He has a bit of an addiction to alcohol and gambling. He was portrayed by Tommy Godfrey. Mrs. Baxter is a married woman who is able to show care and attention to her husband. She has a refined, elegant taste in dress and bears some resemblance to Queen Elizabeth II, which has caused her to be mistaken for her. He was played by Janet Charles. Jock is in the service of Sheikh Al-Hamid as his personal driver. He can be unkind, arrogant, and prone to provoke conflict. Doesn't gravitate to learning and can be disrespectful to others. Played by Russell Hunter, who died of lung cancer in 2004. Self, Dickie Davis, connected his life with television and actively reviews interesting sporting events in the world of sport program. He's distinguished by a smile and always leads his program in a positive mood and is extremely surprised by stubborn people. Mr. Wilkins is fluent in English and was hired to replace Brown. He is not so easily frightened by difficulties, has enviable perseverance, and is ready to spend time learning. Played by Arnold Peters, who died in 2013 after fighting Alzheimer's. Surinder's father is on friendly terms with Mr. Singh. He reacts rather sharply to non-fulfillment of agreements and will always defend the honor of his daughter. Wears a turban, played by Sonny Caldenas, who died in 2022 from a ruptured aortic aneurysm. Police sergeant works in the local department where Jamila is admitted. He is prone to bribery and often likes to make ironic comments. He can get very annoyed when reports have to be written. Played by Michael Sheard, who died of cancer in 2005. Giovanni Capello cooks excellently and knows how to make wine on his own. But to feel good in London, he studied the language with Jeremy. He has a rather liberated nature and shows an active sexual interest in women. The role is performed by George Camiller. Sheikh Al-Hamid is a fairly educated and wealthy man who appreciates his employees even if they may be somewhat hostile or have difficulty understanding the language. He's not stingy and is open to learning. Wears a kufiya. Danielle Farr works for the Barclays on various errands and also takes courses with Brown. She doesn't hide that she is open for love relationships and she is flattered by increased attention from men. She is good at flirting. She was played by Francois Pascal. Miss Hardoctor is Courtney's employee who specializes in English. She has a strong character and is very strict in her work, even with children. Likes to follow rules and is proactive. Played by Margaret Courtney, who passed away in 1996 from cancer. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please share it on social networks, like it, and of course subscribe to the channel.